Hello, hello! I'm Kristin with From Bad to Worse Gaming, and welcome to Fountain of Foundries. Today's quest is called The Silence of Haydenwick. The story begins as you are sent to Haydenwick to find out why no one has heard anything from the town in days. As you arrive, you find the streets empty and thick with fog. And any good survival horror fan already knows exactly where this is going. In a lot of ways, this quest reminded me a lot of the older Silent Hill and Resident Evil games. The way the maps and the encounters were built did a pretty good job of creating that sense of, oh god, what's going on? Where am I? Where are they coming from? And that feeling of being surrounded and overwhelmed. And like any good survival horror game, it rewarded the player for going away from the obvious path and really exploring. The combat was built a little bit more difficult than normal because there's so many little things that you could discover that would make the combat easier. I won't give anything too big away, but there were traps you could find and set up, there were companions and allies to recruit, but you have to look for them. And that's the kind of thing I really enjoy, rather than I just go point A, point B, point C, I'm done. No. I like a good puzzle. By the time I finished, I was already telling my guildmates that they needed to go play this Foundry. I really did enjoy it. But that being said, there are a couple of things that might be a turn-off for some players. The first, and probably the biggest, is that this is a time-consuming Foundry. It was built to be more of a mini-game or its own little questing area rather than just a simple quest. The average playtime is about an hour last I checked. So somebody who's not looking to dedicate a fair amount of time to it, you might want to avoid this one. The other big complaint I saw from a couple of people was that this is a reading-intensive Foundry. If you want the backstory, you need to have some patience with reading. I don't personally mind it. The issue I did have with that was I would be maybe 6 or so pages into reading something, and then something would spawn randomly and attack me, and then I would either have to click over and over again to get back to the page I was at when I finished, or just give up, which is what I did most of the time. So I probably missed out on a fair amount of the backstory because I got attacked for no good reason. Overall, this Foundry has my upvote. If you've got the time to go play it, and especially if you're a horror fan, go check it out. It's a great story. And if you've got a Foundry that you think we should play and review, our email address is in the video description below. If you haven't already, now would be an excellent time to hit subscribe, and that way we can see you next time. And in the meantime, keep questing and keep creating.